So I wanted to show you something I'm super excited about. Stoked. So happy it's here. So happy I got one. It's great. My uncle graciously donated this project in the middle of a project. Gave it to me. I had it about a week and a half now. I haven't had time to start doing anything with it. Just starting to get it going. It runs, but it's not all there yet. There's no radiator on. See, what happened is the engine blew on it. It just had a little gas engine, Kohler I think it was. That engine blew, so they put in a 3-cylinder Kubota diesel, and it's not quite done yet. There's no radiator, so there's no cooling system really. The water pump doesn't even have a belt on it to turn, so I got to finish that, and there's no alternator on it. They had an alternator and a radiator just picked out, kind of bought at random to throw in there. The radiator's too big, it won't physically fit without completely rebuilding the back door. And the alternator is a 5-wire alternator, and I need an external voltage regulator and this and that and that and this. Screw it, I'm going to spend 60 bucks and buy a 1-wire GM alternator, throw it in there, be done. So that's kind of my grand master plan on that. I'm going to take you on a quick tour around this little machine here, and just to show you what I'm super excited about. Can't wait to get this running. Okay, so here we got the engine compartment, and as you can tell, it's not this, well, maybe you can't tell, but we're missing a couple things. This isn't the stock engine, little Kubota. It's out of a reefer trailer. Anyway, so there's supposed to be an alternator right here. I got to mount that. It runs. I've had this running. I drove it to where it's at right now. I only ran it for about 30 seconds and just kind of poured water in there just so there's fluid in there. Fired it up, and I had to drive it about 15 feet. So a couple things are wrong that I got to change out. The fuel pump is on the suction side, or the fuel filter, sorry, is on the suction side. We got to change that to the pressure side of the pump. It needs to be completely and utterly rewired. Even this isn't, the wire is broken, so I got to redo that. So I'm going to get a fuse block in here, redo that. The radiator that they brought over for it, it won't fit in this spot on the door, and there's no other real place to put this thing, so it's got to go on the door. So I ordered a smaller radiator for like an Audi, or not an Audi, a Honda, or some stupid little 4-banger 1-liter car that's got a radiator, fan, and fan shroud. So 60 bucks, we're just going to put that in. And so that's got to be what's going here, and once I get that done, I've got one more problem. So when I had it running, I brought it over here. I had to lift the boom and all that, just make sure the hydraulics kind of work. Well, I can get the bucket to tilt forward, but I can't get it to tilt back. Linkage is good, so it's got to be a stuck valve, so I'm going to have to fix that. That ain't cool. I kind of need that to work both ways. So that's the other issue it's got, probably just from sitting for many years. So we'll get that fixed up. I'm sure that's just a stuck valve, need a bit of cleaning. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with what we got here. It's absolutely perfect size. It's got a footprint about the size of the 316. The thing weighs over 2,000 pounds. But I'm very excited. It's going to be a perfect size. I've got access to a bigger one for them few big projects I need around here, but this is going to be absolutely perfect size. Getting in and out of the barn to clean it out. Just overall handy. I've built our mini homestead around my 316 and small equipment. A big Bobcat around here would be too big. I wouldn't be able to use it for most things, and this I will be able to use it. This would be run probably close to every day. So it's been converted to diesel, which is great. I like diesel fuel, but now I got to get a diesel fuel setup. So that's what's going on, and I'll show you as I'm going on and building stuff. And on this, I got some implements to build for the front because I don't like what was there. So I'm going to do that. I'm thinking about making an adapter plate to go to full-size universal skid steer attachments, which would be nice. And get this all squared away, get this all redone. And tomorrow the radiator comes in, and hopefully this weekend I get to it if I'm not building the new chicken coop, which will be another video in and all of itself. We'll catch you later.